sitting at home.
Looking for Video Bros.
Guess you could call us Video Bros.
Video Bros.
Did you see those baby blogs I just showed? Like it was they're called bloglings. They're cute, but they're still trying to kill me, so.
But, fun fact though, and this isn't actually really ridiculously crazy, because I have a friend, my friend Heather, used to, she's not doing it anymore though, but she used to go to college for film and, TV and film.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And she switched her major not too long ago for the next semester, because she realized that that's not going to get her anywhere in life, because it's hard to get into the film and TV industry and whatnot.
I mean, she can't predict the future. She could do something at one point if she tries hard enough.
Yes, but she knows what she wants in life, and I'm not gonna what do you call it? Say that her decisions are wrong. She just knows.
I know. I'm just saying, if she tries, she can do it, no matter how competitive it can be.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
But since she knows a little bit about the film industry and whatnot, I asked her about like say if you take a movie script, like how long, how big are movie scripts usually? And she's like between like 700, depending on how long the film is, but it's like 700 to 1,000 pages. David Cage's video games, just especially Detroit Becoming Human, the newest one that's coming out.
Yeah, that's
over 2,000 pages worth of script.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous, because it's not like you know how
those games aren't even never really that long, but there's so many possibilities of different things that can happen in them.
Well, yeah, but Detroit Becoming Human is the biggest game that David Cage ever created, because there's 5 different ways to do every situation now.
Damn.
Meaning you can go multiple ways, and it's gonna be crazy, because it's literally gonna be the biggest game ever, and I'm gonna be playing that for like a non-stop for like a whole week, because once I got
things look weird.
Beyond Two Souls, I haven't stopped playing it since I got it. Like that was one of my games that I've really just sat there and just really played the entire end, 'cause it's like a movie.
Yeah, a lot of people are like talk down about those games. Are like, why couldn't they just make a movie?
Well, because it's not the same. You playing a cinematic movie type game like that and watching a movie are two different things. Once you start playing it and you actually start like being it, you get involved with it way too easily. Just like how I killed that blockling way too easily. Yeah, and I don't know the release date, but Detroit Becoming Human is coming out this end of this year, around fall, Christmas, sometime around there, possibly. But it said late 2017, so I'm looking forward to that. But since we are still talking about E3, and we're playing Metroid Prime, two things. Metroid Prime 2. Not that it matters which version we're playing.
No, it's just being precise. Sorry.
We got the most straightforward, right to the point, right at your face Nintendo Direct that we've ever had for an E3.
I like that they just, instead of like having them be such a long conference, it's just like they just cut the bullshit and got right to the point, and that's why
they were just like, it was like here's the game, here's the trailer, look at it, next game, trailer, look at it, next game, trailer, look at it, next game. They were trailer, just getting, they just got to the point really quickly. They just kept spitfiring fucking trailer after trailer, and for a good reason. Yeah, and
the conference was only 25 minutes, which worried people, but they got to the point right away. That's
even people, like, I'm not even joking about this. Like, they're like, if you guys don't know better already, we already knew about Super Mario Odyssey before this. But if you didn't know that any three that they presented more information about it, we got a trailer for it, which looked badass
with an awesome song to it.
Yes, but even people that weren't like the super hardcore Mario fans and were like, oh, I'm going for Microsoft or Sony or whatever else is out there that we could play games on, like a PC gaming, not one game could surpass the criticism, or the positive criticism that Super Mario Odyssey got. Like not even like Sonic Mania, not like games that we were looking forward to, not even like the Crash Bandicoot game that was coming out, not like games that people won for years, nothing like that. Super Mario Odyssey has had multiple nominee awards
And the game's
at
not even out yet.
93 just for that trailer alone, because it's literally one of those games that is going back to the roots of Super Mario 64, like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, back to their original 3D roots at the same time, updating the game to a point where you can do, like, it's literally the most open world but sandboxed game in the entire, literally, it's like, I don't think anything can beat it. Like, yes, people praise Breath of the Wild, but nothing compares to that, because, put it this way, Breath of the Wild changed for the good. Breath of the Wild changed the series for the better. But if you think about it, if you honestly analyze it, it's the same thing as saying, it's the same thing where you're going to go in and you're taking a sword and a shield and you're going to go save Princess Zelda from Ganondorf, like every other Zelda game. And Mario, yes, he's going out to save the princess again.
Except Skyward Sword, because Skyward Sword Ganondorf's completely dead in that game.
Which makes no sense, but...
Well, there's a different bad guy in that game.
Which still makes no sense, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Where you have the main games, yes, every time Link is saving Zelda, Mario saving Peach, yes, but there's never been a time where Breath of the Wild felt like it was a totally like you just picked it up one day and been like, I've never played anything like this before.
It looks like it's going to be the
Breath of the Wild of the Mario series. But what I'm saying is, though, it's like, when you pick up Mario, you're gonna be there and be like, just be like, you're gonna be playing more, like, you're gonna be picking up that game, putting it into your Switch and saying to yourself, I've never played Mario my entire life. Like, that's exactly how you're going into this. Like, it's like you've never played Mario in your entire life. Yes, you'll know some familiar things, but it's like you've never played Mario in your entire life. That's how new this is. Plus, the whole thing where you can possess things, even though Nintendo doesn't call it possession. I've stated in other videos that are going to come out.
It's like how in Danny Phantom, they say overshadow.
Yeah, but you can literally control anything. You could be a taxi, you could be a dinosaur, you could be a tiki idol, you can be...
The T-Rex thing is what really drew me into the trailer. I'm like,
yeah,
oh shit.
At first, you know what I thought at first when I saw that?
I'm like, wow, Nintendo was...
You know what I really thought at first when I saw that?
I'm like, wow, Nintendo was not fucking around here.
No. But you know, because it's this game, I understand, like, Super Mario 64 had a theme, though, with it, where it was like, the whole game was in a cartoon style.
Were you Francis just now?
Yes.
You said style?
Style.
Oh, come on, Mom. Really?
What is she doing?
She's being annoying.
Why?
She's saying we have a lot to do tomorrow. Like what? I wasn't told anything.
She's just saying things to get me out of the house.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so you were saying.
Like Super Mario 64 and actually Super Mario Sunshine all had a main theme where it was all in the cartoonish style where they had their own set worlds and whatnot you go into and it's all connected into one thing. And like you had one hub world and it all connected into it, but Super Mario Odyssey, it's literally like a thing where it's like it's just an open world at the same time, but it's also sandbox where it's like Super Mario Sunshine where you can just go into like different, like you can, instead of going into like a portal into another world, you're actually just walking into that world instead of just like coming out of it. Like you're not walking to a portal. It's more open world in a sense because you're just walking into different parts of the world and whatnot. But
no.
What was I getting at?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, like they were all more cartoon stylish games. This game is literally like mixing real world with like, I don't know, because when I first saw that trailer for the dinosaur in it, I literally thought this was gonna be a Monster Hunter game, and I'm like, okay.
So did I.
I literally just thought, Monster Hunter. Okay, we've already had play Monster Hunter games already. Sony even got a Monster Hunter game now for some reason. I don't know why. So what's so special about this game? It's Monster Hunter now. We've had like 5 renditions of it already, plus one on the PS4 now, which It's a brand new game, so it's not like anything super special. But out of nowhere, you find out that he's wearing a hat, and it's Mario. You can possess literally anything. You can possess the bombs if they're in the game. You can possess the Goombas, the Koopa Troopers, the Koopas, the Bills, the idols, Tiki idols. You can possess taxis. You can possess humans. I don't even know what to go with it. Put it this way. There's gotta be the biggest and best Mario game out there, and I'm all for it.
So am I.
Now, one other thing that I was so excited for, and this is something that I've talked about on the show before, but did not have confirmation that it was a legit thing, but multiple sources were out there saying it, and it wasn't sources like Kate Dale or Emil Rogers or Game Explain really doing this. It was more just like random articles online from gaming websites. But as I said before, we had this developer who was one of the top, like a really highly rated music composer for video games. Was working with Retro Studios. That's what we heard, but it's actually technically now it's not Retro Studios. It's a different team altogether. But whatever team this is, Nintendo has put together to create what we like to call the true celebration of Metroid 30th anniversary.
Because what did they do for the 30th anniversary last year? Jack shit.
Yep. And this may be the 31st anniversary, but guess what? We're not getting one, but we're getting two Metroid games.
I had to change my pants after that. Because I shit myself!
In a million years, they're going to come out.
Yeah, me and Jeff were dead wrong about it.
Because listen, this is the most stupid thing too. They literally just said, like, Nintendo literally went out of their way to have interviews and play minigames with these people in the interviews and literally go out and say, what do you call it? Let's play Where's the Ball in the Cup. Like, we're going to put a ball in a cup and switch them around and find the ball in the cup. Oh, great, the ball was there. That went to Metroid Prime 4. And they just laughed their asses off. And didn't say a word about it. Like, they literally ignored that entire thing. Like, they went out of their way to ignore the fact that Metroid Prime 4 was even being a thing, or wanting to be a thing, or that the series even existed anymore.
Yeah, they're basically trying to give people the middle finger.
Like, the only thing that we got was, oh, well, we got Federation Force, and that didn't go too well, and the only thing else we got now is, Samus and Zero Suit Samus and Smash Brothers. Because, they're old franchises, so they'll always be in the game. But no, we got Metroid Prime 4. Know nothing about it. All I know is that one developer that was in Retro Studios, or that new team, or whatever it is now, he is on a new team, and a new team is making it. But put it this way: if this whole year says anything about Metroid Prime 4, you got Breath of the Wild, the most ambitious Zelda game out for the series. You got Mario Odyssey, the most ambitious Mario game for the whole entire series. And you have Metroid Prime 4 now, probably going to be the most ambitious thing in the entire franchise.
And you know what? I was worried at first that it's a different development studio, because all the people that were with Retro Studios for their trilogy, they're gone. They moved on with their lives.
Yeah, I know.
Like, those same people aren't with the studio anymore, with the company anymore. But, like, then I thought to myself, and you know what I was thinking about when I thought logically about it?
What?
I was thinking, well, to be fair, I don't think Nintendo would have hired this other company to replace it, Retro Studios, and have them work on one of their IPs on a new game if they weren't confident that they could do a good job.
Well, put it this way.
So
I'm not saying that Retro Studios sucks, but do you honestly think that Nintendo's gonna make? Because it sold enough for Nintendo to make money off of it. If Federation Force did, but do you really want a guy who had this idea for about 10 years but couldn't put it together until the 3DS came out? You had a guy who had an idea for 10 years on a game that sold not as much as Nintendo would hope for, and it got so much backlash from it, but at the same time sold enough for them to make profit off of it. Do you want a guy that really says that made a game that people didn't like much come into a company where they're actually listening to the fans now and giving the fans what they want? Not saying that anyone asked for Breath of the Wild, because technically we didn't know what Breath of the Wild was going to be like. But, put it this way.
Yeah, that was them surprising us.
Yeah, I know, but put it this way. People have said they loved Super Mario 64. If you think about it, the best Mario games, and I'm not talking about the 2D classic games, like, because if you think about it, Super Mario, because actually, technically, Miyamoto knows what he's doing in a sense, because he really knows what he's doing when it comes to, like, the main Mario games, because, if you think about it, the best game, in my opinion, was in the Mario series was Super Mario Brother 3.
That's my most favorite one too.
Now think about this now. You know what I realized too though, and it actually makes a lot of sense.
What?
They literally took the gameplay style of Super Mario Bros. 2 with the game that we got in America, right?
Yeah.
We got 4 different characters. You could pick one of 4 different characters and play as them.
Yeah.
They literally took that idea, mixed it with Super Mario Bros. 3, turned it into a Wii U game, and churned out Super Mario 3D World with a brand new power up.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Peace out.